Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Hollywood Racks Destination Platform Bike Rack on the 2023 Toyota Highlander. I think this is going to be a good choice if you're just looking for something that's going to be an entry-level bike rack. Just get your bikes from point A to point B. It's going to have the capacity to hold 2 bikes, 35 pounds each. So unfortunately, it won't be able to accommodate your heavier e-bikes. And it's going to have 3 tie-down points, 1 on each tire using a strap, and we're going to have a clamp on the frame. So unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend using any carbon frame bikes, but it will be able to accommodate some other alternative frame bikes since this kind of slides up and down and can rotate some. If you want to get into your hatch, you're going to have to take the bike off since this doesn't have a tilt-away feature. So I'm just going to come down to the first strap and just take it off this way. Just pressing that button and pulling that strap through. Going to our back tire, doing the same thing on this side. And next up, I'm going to come up to our clamp, making sure I got a hand on our bike. I'm just going to press that button and kind of push that strap through. Be a little bit tricky sometimes since you're trying to hold your bike and push the strap through, but there you have it. Once that strap's off, you can just lift up and pull towards you, and you'll be set to ride your bike. And with our bike off, we can start kind of securing everything. So I'm going to take a strap and strap that back down. You'll notice we also have this rubber piece here. That's just protect your tires from any damage. And we'll do the same thing on the back side. And if you take a look at these cradles, they're going to be able to accommodate 3-inch tires. And since it's rounded for the trays, that's going to be able to let us accommodate a wider range of wheelbases. When we're setting down our center mass, I like to keep this one unclipped still. And I just have to loosen up this knob here. Once it's loosened enough, that's going to let me remove this and just set it down. You might have to move this a bit just so it fits better. And what I like to do with this clamp here, I just wrap it around our tray and strap it in. This is so it kind of sits a little bit more secure on our rack. Now with everything put away, we can kind of get some measurements. So from our back bumper to the back of our rack, we're going to have about 26.5 inches. So that sits pretty close to our vehicle. But if you're in any really tight spots, like a parking garage or a parking spot, then that's just something to be mindful of. We're going to have 23 inches and a half of ground clearance. So if you're going up any steep hills, you should be pretty fine with that. But if you want to save on a little bit more space, we can come over here to this pin, and I'll have a knob on the other side that we can unscrew. And we just have to push this up, line the holes back up, like so, and screw it back in so it can fold up. And once that is secured, you can measure from the back of your bumper to the back of our rack. And now we're going to have just about 14.5 inches. So that's going to save you a lot more space. Looking at the back of our vehicle, we're not really going to block really anything. We're going to have full visibility from our license plates, our backup camera, taillights, and back window. And in addition to not blocking anything on the back of your vehicle, you're going to be able to open it up. So that's going to be great just in case you need to grab any gear or groceries. I'm sure when you're not riding around, if you don't want to take it off, you're going to have that option. So that'll be great. As for how it plugs into our vehicle, we're going to have this 1.25-inch shank plug into our 2-inch hitch receiver. And that's going to happen because we have this 2-inch sleeve adapter on our shank. And we're going to have this anti-rattle bolt plugged through there, and at the end of it we're going to have our locking core just for that additional security. Overall, I think this is going to be a good bike rack. If you're just looking for something on an entry level, it's going to be able to hold your bikes and take them from point A to point B. And what's nice about it is it's not too big, so if you need to take it out, it won't take up a lot of room in your garage. And if you want to leave it on the back of your vehicle, it's still going to be able to have that hatch access. But if you liked everything you saw today, this was a look at the Hollywood Racks destination on the 2023 Toyota Highlander.